Testing. Testing. There we go. Okay, I am online for a bit of a surprise stream. I wasn't planning on streaming until the new year. I've got the break off, but as usual, like with a lot of people, I've got family, I've got a bunch of stuff happening over Christmas. So generally, I don't have time to do a lot of streaming. But in this case, we do have a few developers did send me some keys, and they asked me to cover them at a certain date. And just because of the time of year and the dates, I want to honor those commitments and make sure I'm doing the right thing because they've been very generous in giving me their keys. So in this case, I am just making sure that I agree and I do the right thing just because I'm a man of my word. And also because these games are fantastic and I do want to showcase them to you. We have a bunch of games, and I have been playing over the last few weeks that I didn't have time to showcase before now just because of the whole Christmas rush. Work's been crazy, been trying to get everything done by the deadline before my work shuts down for the year. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But tonight I have a bunch of games that I've really been enjoying. I've been playing the hell out of these. So I mean, it's automatic recommendation for me with all of them. But last week I played a few parkour games, and some of them were better than others. And I really think that the reason why I've been getting so many developers of parkour games reaching out to me is because I covered this game, Lorns. Now, this is, in my opinion, the absolute peak of parkour. It is the game that got me into climbing games and parkour. I actually had absolutely no interest in them at all. The developer, Rubeki, went and pasted a bunch of viral clips of him playing Lorns, showing the levels off, and I don't know what it was about it. Something about this game's mega structures and its big open world just kind of grabbed me, and I jumped in and I thought I'll give it a try, and it's hooked me. Now, they've just released a DLC for Lorns that adds 5 new maps. Now, when I say new maps, I'm not talking, a level you can finish in 2 minutes. We're talking gigantic levels that take hours to complete, and even longer if you're a completionist and you want to get all of the collectibles. There's New Game Plus mode. There's a bunch of different challenge levels. There is tons and tons of stuff. And that's not even talking about the developers' own custom levels that they've released for free. So on top of this DLC, the developer has released a bunch of other levels you can just download if you have the base game. You don't even need the DLC. So in my opinion, this game is an automatic purchase. It is currently on sale, and the DLC is currently on sale. So you've got no excuse not to try this out. It's a fantastic budget game. If you are a fan of parkour games, this is the one to get. This is the #1 parkour game on Steam, in my humble opinion. Now, with that being said, the new DLC for Lorns does have 5 new maps. So we've got Blame. Now, this one's the one we're going to be playing tonight, and this is for those of you who aren't anime fanatics like me. This is based on the anime Blame. And I believe the developer was very heavily influenced in the mega structured design of Lorns by Blame, and it shows in every single level. Then you got Fall, where if I get time, we may give this one a crack because it's pretty quick. I can bang this out and probably 20 minutes is my best time, but we can probably beat that. Then we've got a procedurally generated map. This is actually quite big. So I'm going to do these 2 tonight, and then if we do have a follow-up stream, I'm going to do these 2 next. These are the other ones I was talking about. This is a custom level. This is so damn hard. I haven't even finished it yet. I'm near the end, but this is absolutely brutal. So the developer loves loves throwing in some freebies there. There's a couple of other ones that I haven't properly tried yet, but let's jump straight in. I think that's enough waffling, and we're going to try this. This is my favorite map, and the developers their flagship map for the DLC. Blame. Now let me just check something real quick. Okay, beautiful. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen the anime Blame, it is basically a sci-fi anime, and it is based around a giant mega structure, which a number of people are trying to navigate with a group of very dangerous computer or cyborg entities in it. And I'm probably not doing it justice, but yeah, if you like what you see here, you should definitely check out Blame. Let's get moving though. I have finished this. The first time I tried to finish it, it took me nearly 3 hours. So we're going to try and speed that up a bit. I'm just going to maybe change the sound a bit. Hold up. Maybe we'll just pop that up a tiny, tiny bit. Yeah, that's better. Okay. So here's the important part, the one part I wanted to show you. This is what you get when you finish every level. New Game Plus mode unlocks all of the added extras. We're talking climbing boots, grappling hooks. You have you're able to jump, you're able to sprint, you get a bunch of stuff, but I'm not about that life. We're doing this, we're going in without all that fancy stuff. Whoop. Let's forgot I can't do the wall jump just yet. There we go. A bit of tic-tacking. By the way, Rubeki, how you going, Licky? I actually, the embargo on this, I did agree to cover this, so I was eventually, I was going to stream it in the new year, but the dev did ask me to stream by a certain date, so because they were so kind to send me the DLC, I said I'll do the right thing. I'm a man of my word. So yeah, it would have, Friday would have been too late to stream this, so that's why I'm doing a little earlier in the week. I managed to, yeah, no worries, man. I'm sorry you have to work on a holiday. I got the day off, but I've been doing family stuff all day, so. For what it's worth, man, I hope you have a pleasant day. I forgot it's probably like 3 o'clock in the afternoon for you. By the way, over there, that's a crystal. We collect these. I've got nearly all of them. So if I see any ones I haven't already gotten, I'll pick them up. But otherwise, them over there, when they have a yellow outline, we got those already. So the other thing I'm going to try and do is not die. I'm going to try and do this in one seamless run without a single death. Ambitious, I know. Yeah, man. I hope you have a good day. I work a bunch of, so with my work, I work a bunch of public holidays through the year. So we have students and that where when they go on public holidays, we do a lot of the maintenance. So as a result of that, I nearly fell. As a result of that, I get a couple of extra days off at the end of the year. So it's a bit of a trade-off. Oh, nice. Yeah, this is the game. I think I was telling you about. This is the game that kind of got me into climbing games. And I've gotten a bunch of others since, and the dev, they released this new DLC. So what we're playing is the main map of the DLC. Watch this. How's this going to be for a jump? Let's go. Oh, first time, son. First time, savage. See if I can tic-tac up here. No, I can't. It's a bit hard to pull off. It's okay. I don't think I need to anyway. No, that's okay. I don't think there's anything up there anyway. I could probably just climb up here. I think this is one of the streams when we first started talking, actually. Oh, look at that. I'm just like a champion. I'm doing it first time, son. I reckon it was, because I was like... I was a complete nub at this game. Like, completely new. I've been playing a ton of this, so I wouldn't say I'm an expert, but, you can see I've gotten a little bit better. A little better. Haven't died a single time yet. Yeah, this DLC, it adds 5 new maps. And this one is based on an anime that you may have seen called Blame. I actually watched Blame a while ago. And when I saw this map, I went and watched the anime again with Bobbles. And he actually likes this game, but he said he likes watching me play it, but he said it's a bit too hard for him. Yeah, it's Blame's very cyberpunk. I hope I'm not getting you in trouble at work too, because you don't work from home like me, so yeah, no, all good, man. Oh yeah, no, I'm sorry, I did see your message about that. Yeah, no, for sure. I love that game, so I'm 100% down to play that. Yeah, for shizzle. No, well, I hope you have a fun... well, fun's probably not the right word. I hope you have a productive day at work. Oh, no! Oh, I'm dead already. I'm dead already. This is a hell of a jump to make, though. You gotta... Oh, look at that. Well, I guess there goes my no death run. Didn't take long. To be fair, that is a very hard jump. That is a very hard jump to pull off. You gotta get it just right. Oh, mate, that was... I knew that is probably the hardest jump to pull off in the whole map. Because most of the map, you can use these climbing pitons, which I'm using. You don't have to do a lot of tic-tacking and a bunch of other stuff in the game. You can just do this. But this wall jump is actually... I only just learned how to do this. I tried doing this map, and I got to that section where you have to do the tic-tacking, and I'm like, this is impossible. I'm gonna have to figure out why. And then I spoke to someone who played the map, and I said, I can't get past this part, because, do you see, one thing you probably haven't noticed is there's a little indicator at the top, and that tells you if a wall is climbable. So see this? When that lights up, that means I can climb on this. I can't climb on pipes, but I can climb on these concrete walls. There's certain sections of the level where you cannot use these climbing pitons at all. So you gotta actually use parkour and tic-tacking. And if you get it wrong, well, it's a long way down, son. It's a long way down. So, no death run kind of went up in smoke there, but that's okay. We got 1 death. Was it 1 or 2? I wasn't checking. We'll find out. There's a death counter at the end of the level, so we'll get the walk of shame once I finish this. I'm not going to start again. Okay, we got to get up to the top of here. Yeah, for sure, man. I loved Lords of the Fallen. We have good fun with that. Yeah, I'd play that again. For sure. Okay, now this is the fun part. I'm going to somehow get up to there. So what I'll do is we'll do this. We'll climb over to here. And then I need to get up to there. Yeah, man. Do you get some time off at the end of the year, don't you? Surely you don't have to work every day apart from Christmas. That'd suck. I don't know how it is over there. For us, we're allowed the core days, but I'm a bit lucky where I get some extra leave. We got to get up there. So I'm going to... This is going to be tough. I've only just got enough. How many... Surely you get some annual leave, right? Like most places you get... I don't know what it's like. In Australia, we get like, I think 4 weeks a year. I get a bit extra over the Christmas period. It's like 4.5 or 5 for me. It depends on the job. If yeah, if you're a contractor and that, oh, it's different. But if you're like if you work for like a school or a corporation, you get that's like 4 weeks a year. I mean, I used to work at a corporation that will remain unnamed where I got no leave a year, but it was too hard. Like when you got kids, they're just like, no, you just work 365 days a year. They just burnt me out. I was just like, nah, I can't keep doing this. It's not fair on everyone else. It's not productive too. Like, because I remember people they'd have people where they just worked non-stop, but it wasn't productive, right? Like people just burnt out. I burnt out. It was too much. I'm just trying to remember where I need to go. I have done this level in about 40 minutes. Oh, okay, I remember this. I have to slide off the pipe. Now, I'm probably going to die here because it's very hard to pull this off. Yeah. This part, you have to get near perfect. I am going to die a few times here. Oh, look, he had to go. Oh. If you are still around, man, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Oh, got it. Got it on the second try, son. Let's go. Let's go. That's how we do it. Rebecca, you're probably looking at this and shaking his head. He's probably done this with no deaths. I've tried to do it with 0 deaths, but I'm not that good. I think I died like 50 times the first time I tried this. Probably more. This section alone I would have died like 10, 20 times. Just trying to figure it out. Okay, I had to go over there, I think. Oh, no, over there. Okay. I reckon it's over there. I guess we'll find out. Geronimo. Yep, okay, we're good. We're in the right spot. Now I just need to slide really careful here. And then... There we go. I don't know if it'll go up or down. Let's find out, shall we? And up. Up. Okay, I can climb on this. Oh, I'm just going to slide straight down. I am pretty sure I have to go down. But let's find out. Probably going to add to my death counter about now. No, I can't go any further. Well, there's nothing up here. Okay. So maybe just do a jump and a grab. I have to get over to there. Thankfully, all this is climbable. And we can slide down this relatively safely, so let's do that. Slow down a little bit. Hip. And jump. There we go. I probably could have slid this, but that far of a drop could kill me, so I'm not taking any chances. And jump. Beautiful. How's that, son? Let's get this show on the road, shall we? Okay, this will definitely kill me. I've got to time this right. Whee! Thank you, Climbing Pittons. Yeah, I absolutely love this game. And it's one of those really hidden gems that's out there. I don't think the dev gets enough kudos from people because everyone talks about Bennett Foddy. And again, I'm not crapping on Bennett Foddy. It's an excellent game. But honestly, I think this kind of appealed to me more. This was more of my bag. Maybe it's just me, but this is the game. This is the one. This got me into climbing games. Look how precise you have to be. So I had to actually grab at the exact right time. If you've got just enough stamina to make it to the bottom, just enough. Look how far we've come. So I came, just to give you a bit of an idea how big this level is, that's where I was. And I started right past that, right over there. Okay, so that is the first section of the level. Done. We got 2 more. Get a boost, speed things up a bit. This is the old wall jump, something I only just mastered. Something that in Lorns Lure, the vanilla game, you do not need. In most cases, you can get by without tic-tacking. But if you want to play these DLC levels, Rubeki has pulled out all the stops. So these levels are those players who they want They want the real experience of climbing. The ultra hard and no mistakes allowed experience. So I definitely recommend doing these after you finish the core game. And I haven't finished the core game myself. I'm up to the one of the last sections of the game. So yeah, naughty me. I stopped to play this, but my curiosity got the best of me when I heard the developer was influenced by Blame. I was like, I've got to try this out. But I messaged them. If on the off chance the developer does see this, they are working on a new game called Meganauts. So I will ping them, and hopefully you might see Meganauts on the channel as well. So, but like I said, I really think this is kind of peak climbing. You're not going to get any better than this. I just want to play Meganauts because apparently it is in the same universe as Lorns Lure, and I think the dev has done a really good job at world building with this game. Oh, I can't climb the wall. Good thing I used the ramps, eh? Okay, so we just need to drop. I think this is not a drop that's going to kill me. Oh, good. Okay. If you think the challenge has stopped here, no, my son. This is where you're going to have to do even more tic-tacking. So this is kind of... I actually stopped here and went, I must be doing something wrong because this game's too hard and I can't figure it out. This part defeated me for ages, but I'll show you what you got to do. It's not easy to pull off, too. You're going to jump on top of this. You're actually going to tic-tac from here to here and then to here. And then I have a tic-tac to there. Oh, I buggered that up. There goes my another one on the death counter. We've got to get the angle right. Oh, there we go. There is very little room for error. You can see how death in this game is very common. Oh, barely made that. There we go. I have to get up to there and try and... There we go. Look at that. I'm a bit miffed. I did end up getting necked a few times. I was going for that. Oh, bugger. There goes another one on the death counter. It's just kicking me right in my nutsack. This game does that. It's going to kick you. He's going to kick you in the old boys and make you beg for more. Oh, bugger. Oh, come on, you mongrel. There we go. Okay, I've got to get up to there, so I'm gonna have to. Yeah, it's really hard to explain. You got to jump at the wall at the right angle, and then you bounce off at this precise spot. This is gonna get me killed a few times. This one's just. If you bugger this up, you're dead, basically. I've got nowhere to go here too. I'm not going to be able to. I don't know how I'm going to get up there though. I can't. There's nothing climbable. I don't know how when you fall down here, apart from killing yourself, I don't know how you're supposed to rescue this. Because there's nothing climbable. I'm going to try and get up here. I'm not just jumping in the water like a sucker. I'm going to try and at least do this. There's nothing to get up, though. I could probably try and get there. Well, this is probably going to kill me if I stuff it up, but... I'll try it. No. Yeah, this is the part that defeated me for ages. You gotta... Son of a fruit. I hate this game. Makes me want to say some very, very nasty gamer words. Oh, I did it. Yes. Okay. Well, we'll just forget about those deaths. Did I say 0 death run? I meant under 10. Under 10. Yeah, this game's gonna kick you in the jubblies. You're gonna get a swift kick to the nutsack every single time. Ooh. But you're gonna keep coming back for more. I've done this run like 5 times. I've never got a 0 death run. I do not see. Where can I... How do I get down here? I can't remember. Oh, okay. Yep, now I do. You have a slide down here. There we go. Let's go, son. Well, I went to the Great Beyond a few more times than I originally planned, but you don't want to know how many times I died doing this the first time. I was convinced it was impossible. I'm like, this level's broken. I've done something wrong. You know, the dev must have missed something. And then all these other people were playing the DLC and going, oh, this is a masterpiece. I'm like, oh, I've obviously, it's not the game. It's a problem with me. I haven't, there's something I haven't figured out. Which is yeah, exactly what it was. I'm just going to jump up here. Granted, I am not the greatest Lorns lure player, but I like to think I've gotten a bit better. I think that's a pretty fair comparison. I can do a jump like that, or we can just do this. Given how many times I've already died, I'm going to take the easy path. No, I guess I'll... there we go. I'll just climb up. There, that's what I was trying to do before. Tic-tacking, bouncing off the walls. It's really hard to... Well, yeah, let's maybe stop stuffing around. That could have ended really bad. I'm going to stop playing. I'm going to get serious. I'd like to not fall to my death again. It's probably going to happen a few more times. But I mean, look at this. Just take a second to stop and look how freaking big these levels are. Now, I haven't even found there are crystals in these levels, and if you get all the crystals, you get other unlockables too. I found most of them in here. I think I'm missing 2, but I want to show you this whole level, so I'm not going to go out of my way to search every inch of the level. That's probably something I'll do off stream, but my goal is to get this level done and just show you how freaking big this game is. I mean, if this doesn't convince you to give this one a crack, I don't know what will. Absolute peak climbing. Yeah, like Lukey was saying, this is the very first climbing game I ever played. And when I started playing it, I didn't like it. But after probably about an hour or two, just something clicked. It might have been when I kind of got used to the way the jumping works and how the UI tells you what surfaces are climbable and what aren't. And a lot of this is just subtle little things by the dev. And also the fact that the dev is so engaged with the community, and they're releasing updates until now. So the dev's still releasing maps, and they even rate. They've got a YouTube channel where they rate players' contributions. So there's workshop maps aplenty. There's so much content for this game. Tons and tons of it. Now, I think there's some more crystals out here. I haven't searched every inch of this area, but I'll show you a couple of really tricky ones I found. But let's just concentrate on getting down here in one piece, shall we? This is actually not as hard as what I thought. Trick is not... There we go. You got to back off that beam to get it. And of course, very little room for error here. If I mess this up, then I'm going to be taking a very, very swift trip to the afterlife. Ah! Oh, yeah, like that. Dead, son. Dead as hell. I've been practicing the hell out of this. I know it doesn't show, but you're going to have to trust me on this. Oh boy. Oh boy. This does not look very safe. That is going to be a very swift drop. Son of a... It's a good thing Twitch doesn't let me swear, because I'd probably be into my third round of gamer words at this point. But I have to be a nice boy. And not use the gamer words. Okay, this is the one I wanted. That's what I was trying to do. Trying not to use the gamer words. Now I'll show you, if you have a look, there is a crystal, that one there. So now you know why I died over 100 times. Getting to that is an absolute pain in the rear. So, I mean, we've already died a bunch of times anyway. I mean, no, I won't go down there. I don't want to. My death rate is already shamefully high, so I'm not going to add to it. I can't believe I want to do this with 0 deaths. That's gone out the window, son. I think we're up to 10 now. Now, this part you may, if you have seen Blame, you will remember this from. I remember this part. I like too, there's like a thick wave of mist over everything in the level. And you never see anyone else. It's all this giant, empty space where there's just nothing. So our goal is to get to that train up ahead, which we're going to try and do now. If I don't take a swan dive to the bottom of the pit, let's try and get this. There we go. Oh. And that, my friends, is part 2. We got, I think, one more section to go. Now, remember, I'm kind of breezing through this level, but this is the result of probably 4 hours of practice. And obviously not enough, because I've already messed this up a bit. But there is very little room for error in this game. So you are going to have, you're going to want to, if you want to get 0 deaths on any of these levels, you're going to need a ton of time and a ton of practice, so... Don't worry, the game hasn't crashed. It just takes a very long time to load the next section. There we go. Now, I thought after the last section I'd seen, as hard as this game gets, I'm like, it can't get any harder. Right? Like, it can't... that's it. We've seen the hard part. Well, stay frosty, because it's about to get harder. I think I can climb that. Did I? Is there a crystal here? I don't know, there's a fence up there. Okay, so we can pop up to here. I think this is a crystal up here. I don't think this is where we need to go, per se, but let's find out. I am curious. I didn't explore this part of the level, so indulge me. I'm just going to see if there's a crystal this way. The thing about this game is that climbing games are a very, very niche thing. And I have had several devs, when I reach out to them, they're only interested in YouTubers that are either speedrunners or experts in their game. So, they want someone that is that can finish the entire game within X amount of time, or they've been playing climbing games for 10 years and they've played all the Bennett Foddy games, which means that kind of like people like me are automatically discounted. So, which is a shame. And that's why I was like, oh, look, it's a bit of a hard, oh, this is where we need to go. A hard area to break into if you're not already an expert. So I kind of gave up because I'm like, well, they want, if they want experts, that's definitely not me. It was kind of the similar thing with Dark Souls when I was playing Dark Souls, because I was like, a lot of people, oh, look, there we go. Well, how do I get over there? I've got to get, oh. Okay, I see. You know what? I reckon let's go get it. Let's go get it, son. Let's get it. This might get me killed, but... Intelligent decisions are not on our dance card tonight. That's going to be a long climb. I don't know if I can pull it off, but we'll see. This might get me killed, so... Oh, let's go! Here we go. We're getting crystals, son. Getting all the crystals. Because I can. I freaking love this game, though. I played the hell out of it. I tried all the levels in the DLC. But this one is definitely the one that I loved the most. And I love that the community for this, like the devs obviously got like a really good community. There's other people been playing this. There's tons of modders playing this. And you don't need to be pro to be part of the community. I'm not pro at this, obviously. I've fallen on my head a bunch of times, but there's all sorts of players in the community. If Lorns Lure 2 comes out, I'll definitely be covering that. That's gonna be right up the top of my streaming list. I'm actually thinking if I get time, because we're in a quiet period of the year, I might come back and do the campaign. And I'll definitely, if Meganauts comes out and I get my hands on that, we'll be streaming that too. I've taken a few detours. My best time, I've probably miffed that up, but that's okay. I'm curious. I'm doing a bit of exploration because I can. Oh, what's up there? Let's have a look. We're near the end of the level anyway, so... Nothing up here. Okay. Well, I haven't found any more crystals, but we'll head on our way. We've got probably another 15 minutes of the level to go. And if I'm going to do the other level, I probably need to get a move on. There is another crystal up there, but I already got it, so we can skip past that. That one's a mongrel to get to. Anything round in the level, so see those cylinders? I actually couldn't pick up there. I had to tic-tac. So I had to jump off the top of that cylinder, bounce off the side, and then get down to there. That took me a bunch of tries to get it. But yeah, that's one of the cool things in the game. You go back and play levels you've already done, and you just blitz them once you get good. I mean, I thought I was good at this, but I got a bunch of deaths to my name, so not my best run. Okay, we have to get up to there, so let's get up here. I'm going to try and go up a bit higher. I reckon I'll make it to there. Yep. It's a bit safer to jump on there than down there, so... I'm not taking any chances this time. I don't want to get myself killed. We got one more crystal, which is good. Every time I do a run, I always find areas I haven't looked at yet. Okay, now we have to get up to that pipe, so I'm just going to jump up here. And this is a bit tricky. I have to get really high and then kind of just... oh, no, wait. I can use that bracket. I'll just drop onto the bracket. There we go. No point in taking risks. Says the guy jumping on top of a pipe miles in the air. This game has really chill segments too. But I think one of the cool things about the game is the minimalist vibe. Like this, I haven't played around with the graphic settings, but if you go in here, go into settings, there's a bunch of things you can do with the graphics. Like, we can add motion blur, we can add auto exposure, we can actually add like a low poly graphic version of the game. Oh wait, let me just check where I have to go before I... Okay, let's not go out there. That might be a bit... nah, I can make it. Famous last words. Yep. Yeah, we'll make it. Okay, then I have to get up to there. I am one of these days going to do a zero death run. But I feel like there's a couple of areas in this map that just, it feels more luck than skill. That's probably my only complaint with the game. Like some of those areas where you're sliding down onto another platform, it kind of feels like sometimes I just pull it off, and then other times I just go like flying off the side a bunch of times, and then it kind of feels a bit more luck based. But by the large, like apart from that one thing, the climbing mechanics and controls in this game are on point. Like really slick. And I kind of like I was being a bit strict on some of the other climbing games last week. Like I was I think it was Hardcore Circus I was playing. And I guess the reason why I'm so hard on them is because I kind of compare every other climbing game I play to this. And to be honest, apart from maybe one other game, which I covered on my YouTube called Kickin' Hell, uh, that is probably the only game that's ever even come close to this. Okay, need to drop down to here. It's going to be a pretty tough jump, but... Oh, oh. Good job. Good job, skill. That's how we do it. That's how we do it, son. Now that, if you've seen Blame, that will definitely look familiar. That's actually where we're headed, down there. That is the end of the map. Once we get there, we're set. You can see how bloody far it is away too. I don't think we'll have time for a second map for this. Well, I'll have to do another stream. I forgot how huge this was, and when I speed run it, like when I think the 45 minute run was when it was just kind of like magically I got everything down pat. It was just that kind of everything went perfectly. Ooh, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna do that. I'm just gonna chill out here. Yeah. There we go. I might have made it, but I wasn't willing to risk it. Here we go. Yeah, this part of the map, I actually struggled with less than the first. Maybe it's just because you can do this entirely with the picks. There's no tic-tacking jumps. It's just all climbing. And that's not a bad thing. It's just it's a bit easier than the first part of the map. I found the second half was a little more chill. Just made it. Okay. Now here's where I really got stuck until I realized if you have a look to the right, look at those little tiny pieces of metal. Blink and you'll miss it. But we can climb. There's another crystal if you have a look. Already got it, so I don't need to try. Okay, and then we have to get over to there. Actually, I might take this one instead. Okay, and then we have to get over to here, around the corner. And we'll just drop down there. And over there. I am kind of taking this really careful. I probably can skip a couple of these, but given I've kind of messed up a few times, I'm trying to play a little safer now. And your margin for error is very tiny. Look at this. Look how tiny that little ledge is. Very, very easy to botch this. So easy. Fraction of an inch to the left or right, and you're taking the express path to the bottom. Okay. We're going to do a bit of guesswork here. Oh, man. We're cutting it fine. If I had hit the wrong section of wall, I wouldn't have had enough stamina to make it. Look how close we are. The first time I was down too far and I couldn't make it up to here and I just fell and that's it. Okay, we have to go to here. So we're going to hit the, see that ramp? I've got to hit the ramp at the right point where I can slide down, but not die. Like, just to get it so I can drop safely onto the ramp. I reckon about here will be fine. There we go. Look at that, son. First time. And we can kind of slow ourselves down a little bit by bunny hopping. Because if you go down here 100 miles an hour, you're just going to smack into the wall. And whoop. There we go. Savage. Okay. Now this is the absolute last part of the level. So this is actually pretty chill. To be honest, we've gotten past the hardest bit, which is actually the first part of the level. This bit's actually pretty easy by comparison. I do believe we have to go down. There's a bit of tic-tacking involved, but there's no, or very few deadly falls, so if we mess up, we just lose time. No biggie. Speaking of which, oh no, that is a dead end. Let's see if we can go the other way. There is another opening somewhere here. And it's all very dark, so I have to... There we go. Okay, so these are all containers, and we have to get out up to the top of the container, so that's going to be a bit of tic-tacking. Oh, can I jump? Oh, I can just climb. I could tic-tac it. Can you tic-tac it? I don't know. Let's see. Oh! I'm just showing off now. Just showing off, son. This I had to jump. There's no other way to make it. So we just have to climb around the sides of these crates. And I do have to tic-tac this, so let's see. Oh, first time. First time, son. There is a crystal down here too, I believe. Yeah, see? We got that. Making it look easy. Easy. Up here. And down here. Now, there are no hints in this. I just walked around, found where I needed to go. I'm glad there isn't. Like, I think that's part of the experience. I have to jump here. And it's just going to I have to drop at exactly the right point. There, beautiful. Fraction of an inch to the right or the left, and you dead, son. You dead. Okay. Let's see if I can hit this at an angle. Oh, no! See what I mean? Very, very small, like I have to get that jump. Perfect. Oh, I should have made a straight jump. I thought it'd be easy to hit it at an angle. But if you hit a fraction of an inch, the left or the right, you just slide straight off the side. And there's no saving you. That's it, you're dead. And the irony is that's pretty much the end of the level right there. So that's another death on the counter. Shameful de spue from me. Shameful. Okay. Here we go. Not too fast. You can just crouch. Let's maybe take this a bit. I don't use the crouch enough. Sprinting across this is probably not the smartest idea, but just going to try and hit this at an angle, and there we go. Oh, 9 deaths. That's actually not my personal best, but it is what it is. We got it done in an hour. And I figured we're having so much fun, let's do one more. We're going to go in, we're going to do fall. So I want to show you this because this is where you get everything. So this is a run where the training wheels are actually put on and you get to climb. This time I am going to use this. So I've got the grappling hook. Now watch how much different it is with a grappling hook. Boom. Look at that. Now I can just drop there. And up. I could do this without the grappling hook, but I figured we've done a level with vanilla. I'll show you how it is with God mode turned on, pretty much. Oh, that was close. I messed that up. I could have splattered on the ground then. I'm gonna try and do this 0 deaths. It's not easy, but with the grappling hook, it's definitely possible. Especially if I take my time and I do this slow. We can do this 0 deaths. We can speed run this. Okay. You can see how much easier it is when you got the grappling hook. Just gonna slide around. Find a spot where you can easily grapple to. Got that crystal already. Luckily, I'm in this without the grappling hook. I would have to get down to here and then drop to here. And you can't climb these walls, they're gravel. This would have been really hard without the grappling hook. I would have had to slide down here. We'll try it. Oh, see that? That kind of bugged out. And the checkpoints are very, very sparse in this level. I kind of feel like that was a bit of a cheap death. You could see I kind of wobbled around then. I shouldn't have died. I feel like that was a bit... like some of the walls in this level are kind of a bit messed up. Like that shouldn't be a death, in my opinion. I've already died, so I guess it's not going to matter if I stuff this up. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I don't know how you would do this one. Like, you're supposed to... So much for the 0 death run. I just had to try things the hard way, didn't I? Okay, and this one's a bit tricky. Here we go. Again, I'm going to have a try. I have tried this vanilla. I've done it vanilla with the peaks. And yeah, it's a very tough climb. Not as tough as Blame, but it's tough. Okay, I have it drop down to here. Oh, and you can slide off any one of these very quickly. There's some sections that it's really hard to do with the picks. I think I can use the picks on this. There we go. Oh, I forgot you got infinite stamina in New Game Plus too. It makes it really... I mean, I could have got a zero death run on this really easy because I could just climb everywhere, pretty much. Stamina doesn't go down in New Game Plus. Which, I mean, is fair. Like, you only get this if you finished the map legit. So, it's not like you get this from the onset. It only becomes available once you've actually done the level. So, let's have a look there. I have to drop down to here. I could just do this with a grappling hook, but I'm trying not to rely on it too much. I've already kind of bypassed half the level doing it. Okay. Let's have a look here. That's definitely too fast. Again, we're kind of speed running this. To climb this, you're probably looking at probably a near hour to do it. Legit. It's doable. It's just a very long climb, so I'm going to speed things up just a little tiny bit so we can get to the bottom. I can't even remember how I did this one. Did I climb down there? Okay, now things get real. Geronimo! Don't try this at home, kids. I'm going to try and get this. Woohoo! There's another crystal right there. You can see how much different it is when you've got a grappling hook at your disposal. It makes most of the traversal in the game pretty chill, but it is a nice thing to unlock. And again, you do not have this by default. It is something you only get when you have completed the level the old-fashioned way. Spider-Man, Spider-Man. Okay, ooh, let's have a look at this. This could. Ooh, I wonder if there's anything up there that I. Crystals, maybe. Nothing there. Okay, let's drop down. Don't try this at home. Again, if you're traveling at enough speed and you go flying into a wall, you will die. It's the same as hitting the ground. So you probably noticed I'm kind of... there you go. I went too fast. So let's try that again, shall we? You got to kind of wait till your momentum drops. Like that. There we go. So I probably should stop being an idiot and take this a bit more serious, but it is kind of very tempting just to fly around with the grappling hook like a maniac. It's something I love the developer added, but I'm really glad they didn't just add it as a shortcut for players. Because if it just made it that you could use it, then I think a lot of the fun of the game people would miss out on. I think I'm going to have to drop down to here and then hit the bottom of that. And then this. And then there. Now, even with a grappling hook, this gets a little harder. We're going to have to dodge the blades on the fan. Trust me, doing this without the grappling hook, oh boy. Possible. Very hard, though. We're kind of in the home stretch now. I need to go over to there. Oh, hello, Crystal. We're absolutely grabbing that. Yes! Okay, so we've got to get down to there somehow. So I'm going to swing. And hope I've built up enough momentum. Yes! That's how we do it, son! Ooh, okay. We're good. And I got myself an extra crystal in the bargain. Okay, we can drop down to here. And then down to here. We're on the home stretch. We got this. Woo! Down to here. That would have killed me without the grappling hook. Obviously, I am speeding this up, but if I was doing it sans grappling hook, I'd be doing this a little, taking a bit more care in my jumps, but there we go. We just have to get to the bottom. And we're nearly there. We're nearly there. Okay. There is our objective, so just trying to see if there's another way down, but there is not, so... And that's... Wow, look at that! 16 down to 2. Hell yeah. And we got an extra crystal. And oh my god, that time. We may have redeemed ourselves. Very nice. Now, again, I'd love to do that with the vanilla, because with vanilla, it takes me, I think, about an hour and a half to do it, because you could see there's just massive sections of the level I cleared. Just I could drop straight down and then grapple at the ends and basically completely cancel out all of my momentum. But absolutely love this game. So I just wanted to say again a big thanks to Rebecca. This is, in my opinion, the gold standard of climbing games, the absolute best climbing game that is on the market, and it's criminal that not more people are talking about this. I'm really looking forward to giving the DLC another crack, and just getting more used to the way that that the game works, and really looking forward to seeing what they come up with in the future. So again, the new game Meganauts is coming out. If I do happen to get a streaming key, we'll absolutely be covering it here on the channel. But for now, go and check this game out. It is got a massive discount at the moment. The game is not super expensive at the best of times. I think this and the DLC will probably run you $20, but for that $20 you'll get a good 40-50 hours of gameplay just from the game and the DLCs, not including all of the extra stuff for developers throwing in, more levels, Steam Workshop stuff. There's just so much to explore here. Really highly recommended from me, and I'm sure you'll see more of this in the future. We've only covered 2 of the maps today. There's another 3, so we may come back and do a second part on this. But yeah, if you like this, let me know, and we'll see more on the channel. But on to the next game.